Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have my friend. Introduce yourself.
Jacob Knight, what's up guys?
And Jacob's back on the channel again with a different deck this time, right?
Yep, so I got a Tearlaments deck, but it's a really cool version.
Okay, really cool version. And recently, what'd you do with it, man?
So we played it the other day at Locals. We went 4-1, so we got first place at Locals. We played against Virus deck, we played against Dragon Link, we played against the Paleo Tier matchup, we played against the P.U.N.K matchup, and we played against, we were just talking about it, I don't remember the last one. Played against a lot of good decks.
Yeah, for sure.
So we did pretty good, but yeah, so super cool, personal favorite archetype of mine, so I'm pretty excited to jump into it.
Hey, before we jump into it, you got any shout outs or anything you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to Alex. Alex and I put this deck together. We were talking about it over the weekend, just how funny it would be and how cool it would be after seeing it on a video. And we put it together right before Locals happened, and we theorized it a little bit. And so shout out to Alex for helping me put the deck together.
Well, that's awesome. Well, let's jump right into the profile, dude.
All right, so start off with the boring part. We played 3 of all the tiers. You know, they're the good cards.
Yeah, they're what's good. That's the good right now.
Best part of the meta. We also played.
I like the map, by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Rogue Games, by the way, at the
Yes,
Locals. We played the Dangers as well. We played all of the good ones, and then we played the Mothman for the level 4, and then we also played the Bigfoot. I like to play one Bigfoot just because the pop sometimes comes up, and just being 3K can also get you there. So a heavy danger count. And then we also played the Snow. Snow's going to get banned. It's the best card in the deck,
Yeah,
and especially in this version. Snow is actually the main reason of why this deck's even any good. And now for the super cool part, we played Thunder Dragons. So 3 of the OG, 2 of each of Roar and Dark, and then 1 of the Hawk. So the theory behind of why this deck would be pretty cool is because obviously you mill a lot of cards in the combo, and then when you get Snow to trigger them all, you're going to get extra bodies on board, you're going to get really easy Curious, you're going to get value of everything off your banish. They're extra darks for Curious, like I mentioned, and they give you a draw engine as well. Plus they're really, really good with like your Chaos plays and everything, so overall super duper cool. And then obviously we played, you know, the Titan in the extra deck to give you just kind of some flexibility and some extra pop in the extra. So
This is some gas right here.
it's extra gas, it's super duper gas. Every hand is combo, you get never stop, you know, playing your hand out. I miss Thunder Dragons, I miss Colossus, so we put it together and it worked out really well. And then for the final part of the engine, we played Chaos. So 1 of each of the babies, obviously, and then we played Chaos Crater. The reason we played Chaos Crater is because we do play the Fusion. So this is searchable off the Fusion, and then you can end up bringing stuff back that you banished. So you're going to banish a lot of cards off of Snow, and you can bring them all back. So it helps too when you banish like your tier fusions. So if your Kit Kalos or if your Kaleido Heart gets banished, they like to hit that with Smashers. So if that gets banished, you can bring it back with Chaos Crater, triggers their effects on summon again. Just overall, just a really, really awesome card. And then the Fusion ended up bricking me 1 time, but I was able to play out of it, didn't matter anyway. This is a good mill as well, because you just banish it to search. So overall, I really, really like this engine. It was really good. And then for spells, obviously all the cards you play in a standard tier deck, Super Poly, the Field Spell, Instant Fusion, and Foolish. Foolish is okay, Instant Fusion's pretty good. Super Poly is the only defensive card that I was able to play. This is a 50 card main deck, so I couldn't fit a whole lot of defense in there, but Super Poly is the best one. Breaks most boards, and then in boards that it doesn't break, you can kind of play offensively with it to trigger your own effects. And then to supplement the Thunder Dragons, we played 3 Lore, and then we played 3 Chaos Space for the baby dragons. So obviously Chaos Space, dumping a Thunder Dragon to search the White Dragon to banish it to get more effects, or all kinds of crazy stuff you can do. You can search Chaos Crater with this if you end up drawing the baby. Another reason why Chaos Crater was good, it gives you a 3rd option to search in case you open one of your pieces. Allure is obviously broken with the Thunder Dragons to get value off of your draw. And then you can, if you have any like tiers in your hand that you're trying to dig for, you can banish those as well. Or maybe like your Mothmans or some of your Dangers that you don't really want to keep trigger off of your hand. So overall, really, really good. And the last card is obviously the 2 Select, the 2 Traps. Nothing really special about that.
That was all 50 cards, huh?
50 cards, yep, all gas.
No hand traps or nothing, huh?
Nope. All gas, no brakes.
I see it, I see it.
Bringing the thunder here.
Let's check out the extra deck, brother.
Alright, for the extra deck, obviously the Superstars, the Titan. I summoned it twice, I think, in the tournament against the Paleo deck. We did a really cool play where we made this on as part of our opening play, and then we were able to use Snow to kind of trigger all of our thunder effects in the end phase when he set 4 cards. So I was able to use like the dark effect in the grave to add me another card to be able to trigger the effect in the end phase and get some pops off. And then obviously just being 3200 is really big, so it's really not hard at all to go for game with this version of the deck because everything you make is big. And then obviously for the rest of the fusions, you know, we played our Dragon Sepelia, our Mud Dragon, we played our Garura, the Super Poly targets, and then we played 3 of the tier fusions. So obviously the Kit Kalos being able to mill your entire graveyard. Going for the mill 8 play was usually what I opened with, because you're going to end up getting all the value off it by milling the Thunder Dragons. Milling Sullik is a good mill, so just being able to go for the mill 3 is really good. If I'd have put more theory into the deck, I may have like tried to go for a Punk combo or like another Chaos Dragon Link type combo to get Chaos Ruler in there as well. But we put it together pretty quickly, so we didn't have a whole lot of testing with it. Links, IP, Unicorn, Elf, Bomber, Zero Boros, Dark, and then probably cards that should be banned, Curious and Abyss Dweller. Curious is like the best card in the game right now, so just being able to make this after you mill 8 off your tier combos, just putting anything you want in the grave. What I probably would have done differently is, instead of playing this, play the Griffin. That way I can have a little bit more flexibility in my going first turn to be able to add back a trap or something that you set off of this. Because I did side into some traps, and I could maybe side a little bit more. So this guy didn't really do much. But Zero Boros just being huge, be able to attack over anything when you banish. That was at one point, I think I made it 12,000 attack, and just attacked. And
GG no re.
Yep, that's what this guy does. I don't think he has an actual effect. I'm just kidding. He does have an actual effect, but the effect that I use him for is just to enter the battle phase.
Gotcha. I mean, that's pretty much like your access code talker, so that makes sense.
Yep. I did play like a random side deck. I played 3 Evenlys, Reboots, and
Standard
Harpies.
Shit. Yeah.
I played this for like the back row matchup. I also sided into, I ran out of sleeves, sided into 3 Dynamiscus for going first. I really like this card a lot. I think going first in the mirror is really good. I think this, you can even side this in going second against back row since that's a bit of a slower matchup. I think this card is getting a lot more popular, and another reason why I probably would have played Griffin to be able to add this back off the grave. And then I did play hand traps in the side deck as well. I played 3 Gamma, Driver, and then 3 Nib. Nib's obviously really good. I was able to...
People don't respect it, huh?
No, they really don't, and it's really good in the mirror because a lot of the boards that you make are all susceptible to Nib. And then my Dragon Link opponent couldn't really play around this either, especially like if you go first and you side this card in, you can go first and make like a weaker board. You don't really have to go all in, and then they have to play a lot to be able to OTK you because you have a lot of interaction on their turn, and then you just drop this, and then you're able to keep playing, and they are left with nothing. So Nib won me a couple matches. Gamma Driver is another reason why I think the Chaos Ruler would be able to, or should come up in the extra deck. So this is another one of the only changes I would probably make, is playing Griffin in the extra and then finding a spot for Chaos Ruler.
Well, look, man.
So that's the deck.
Yeah, the deck's awesome. I see the vision with it. Well, Jacob, thanks again, man, for being on the channel, and I'll definitely get another profile from you here shortly, all right?
Absolutely. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe to my man.
All right, thank you guys. Until you guys next time. Catch you guys later.